What's up, good people? It's your boy Laws, OSS 980, other side of sports. We here. I'm a little under the weather, but we gonna keep it moving. We not making no excuses over here. We here to watch the game film and analyze and break it down. I just hope that the Commanders can take on, a no excuse position when it comes to winning football games. Like, yeah, we gonna get to it. Today we watching Jayden Daniels film. I had two games selected because I just wanted to kind of see how Jayden Daniels will respond under different competitive levels, teams that they face. I picked two ranked teams. He just happened to lose these two games. I didn't like purposefully go out and try to pick the games that he lost, but I just was like, this was a ranked team when they played, and then they played this other team that was ranked, and I just going to compare the tape, and I'm sure it's probably good and bad and all of the above. Same as I did for Drake May. I just went and I was like, okay, what was the ranked teams or the best teams that they faced on their schedule? And then let's look at the game tape and see what it is. So we got Jayden Daniels and the LSU Tigers versus the Ole Miss. And that was the game. At the time they played Ole Miss, they both were 3-1. Ole Miss was ranked 20th. LSU, I think, was 13th. So we're gonna look at the game field and see what it is. All right. So first play of the gate, beautiful pass, beautiful pass. Tip ball, nice little inside throw to the tight end on the inside. Okay, read, tucks it and moves. Okay. I don't know. It looked like it was a read option play, call run potentially. Nice outside. The receiver slipped a little bit, getting out of his break. Let's get out of the pocket. Running outside. Running up. Oh. So I'm gonna just stop it right here. Like Jayden Daniels, and if you're gonna draft him in number 2, he cannot take hits like this. And some people are worried about. I mean, I know a lot of people have PTSD, especially here with Commanders fans, because we had RG3, and RG3 did similar things, like that running up right style that Jayden Daniels has. Like that will be probably the greatest concern that I have if I'm drafting him, because you see him a lot of times running uprightly. Now he is dynamic, and you saw in the first couple plays, like he was able to just get loose, and running was a part of their game plan, but he cannot take hits like this. And a lot of times you see him when he get outside the pocket, he's running upright, and he's not running to slide, or he's not running to get out of harm's way, but he's like taking contact. And so, just because, one, it didn't work in the situation of RG3, ended up getting injured and stuff like that, doesn't necessarily mean like, you don't draft Jayden Daniels because you're afraid that he may get injured and stuff like that, when if he's just the best player. So I'm not even saying that he is yet. I'm just saying if he is, and he does have this issue, I would want to do more investigation and figure out what does he have the ability to kind of, because RG3 really didn't have the ability to like get down or get out of harm's way. Like, I mean, this dude didn't want to slide to save his life. So I would that's part of his game that I would scrutinize. Okay. Throws to receiver, nice little dig route. I mean, one thing you can see like right away, like he has zip on his passes. They're fairly accurate. He's getting the ball to receivers. It looks like he's going through his progressions, and that's a beautiful pass. Oh my goodness. That passes like that's an NFL level pass. This is an NFL level pass to the back pylon where only the receiver can get it. And we saw CJ Stroud make plays like that his rookie season. But those are the things that, to me, where you're evaluating like ability and talent, like those are the special plays that you need your quarterback to be able to make. Okay. and more design run. But like, man, see that, and here you have like that breakaway speed that can be utilized in times where the offensive line just falters and just breaks down, and you just need dynamic to get you out of trouble, especially if your offensive line is not good. That's something that Drake May does not have. Like I don't care what you say, he doesn't have that where he can turn a play of 10 yards to 6 or 40 yards, or and get away from the defense. That's a good pass under pressure to the middle of the field to the receiver to spring him loose. Mm. And so I know that I mentioned before, like, a lot of times people will say, well, how do you know that the quarterback is like, look at the plays that are being made. All the receivers are having to do is just reach out their hands, right? So some people will be like, well, he has the best receivers in the game. Like, that's not, to me, that doesn't hold that much weight. When the receiver is open, right? Can you get him the football in a place where he can make a play with it? And that's I don't care how open he is. Now, let's see placement. Now, again, this is an NFL level throw. You have these plays in the NFL where you're on the 30-yard hash and you want to, or you're in the 20 and you're trying to, it's red zone territory and you're trying to make a play. And he's throwing. That's a Yeah, that's what you're looking for at your quarterback position. Right to the back pylon, out of the way where the defender can't make a play on it, to the outside. Let's see here. Okay. Throws down the field. And again, like, nice placement. The receiver can protect himself. It's on time. And that's the thing too. Like, I you know, timing throws. Like, how long is he holding the ball before he's letting it go? And typically, if it's not like a call run or a draw or stuff, like, he's letting the football go in a short period of time. Oh my goodness. The We've already seen 3 NFL level throws that Drake didn't make in all the game film we watched. So I mean, just for those who were like, oh, those are NFL level throws to the back shoulder, away from the defender, 30 yards down the field in a bucket. That is an NFL caliber throw that you need your NFL caliber quarterback to be able to make consistently. And in this game, he's done that, you know, at least a handful of times. So, again, most times quarterbacks aren't throwing a ball like that with accuracy and dropping in the bucket that often, right? You may see 2 of those a game. He has 3. And you can say what you want. Oh, it's the defense, but we're still in the first half, people. Against the receiver should have held on to it. I'm not even a fan of throws like back across the body. Way to break the pocket and get out of there. Good pass. Way to keep your eyes downfield, make a play. I mean, we saw a lot of that from Drake May. The ability to break free and be able to get footballs downfield. You definitely going to need that type of playmaking ability at the next level for sure. Right now, they just moving the football. He's going through his progressions. It's not there. He tucks in and runs. And again, right? Uh, again, the hit at the end of that is the only bad part of that play. Like, he literally turned a play into 13, 14 yards. And then he took a bad hit. And he just can't take those bad hits at the next level. And so that's where the concern is. But even like here, like, you got to just get down. Once you get in there, just get down. You don't have to run it all the way in. Now, I mean, I like that he's gritty. I like that he's not afraid of the contact, but if you're a franchise quarterback, you have to be protecting yourself. Um, Good play. And so you see, like, a lot of, like, three step drops and just letting the ball go. Like to me, that's good because that shows that he knows where he wants to go with the football. He's making quick decisions, and then he's making accurate throws. And to me, if you're picking a quarterback and that receiver dropped it, one was a running back, so we'll give him a pass. But okay, now you got to get rid of the football or you got to go down. Um, you get out of bounds. Yeah, and that's the number one thing I would be stressing to Jayden Daniels if I'm drafting him. Like you have to protect yourself, son. You're a franchise quarterback, and so that's paramount. Free play, touchdown. Now that play, this play here, I don't think the ball was good, but it was a free play, so you could throw it up. To me, that was the receiver that made that play. That wasn't Jayden Daniels. I mean, it was a free play, so you're just going to toss it up to the end zone, which is fine because you had the flag, the offsides. But to me, the receiver made that play, and not necessarily Jayden Daniels, but just for clarity, because I know people were like, "Oh, you think he can do no wrong?" Like, I mean, it was a free play, and the receiver made the play. So, um, but if you're watching the tape, like it's very like he's very decisive about what he's going to do with the football, and if it's not there, this is where he gets into trouble. When it's not there and he's not decisive, that's where he gets into trouble. So he goes, it's like a out route. It's not really there. He needs to throw the ball away. He needs to throw the football away. And he just didn't do that in that instance. And that's what you're developing at the next level. It's a good pass. Good run after catch by the receiver. Receiver dropped it. Running out of time here. All right. Trying to make a play. That was a bad throw. And so, I mean, and this is indicative of all quarterbacks. Like we saw it in the Drake May film too. Like when you're desperate to make a play at the end of the game, you're gonna put some footballs in harm's way. Again, you cannot have your quarterback take hits like that. That's in triple coverage. So last play of the game. See what they're gonna do here. He gets away, buys some time, looking for a receiver, throws it, end zone, incomplete. So that's Ole Miss. All right, so we're gonna look at the Alabama tape. LSU versus Alabama. Looking at Jayden Daniels, another ranked opponent, and just the ability to do that, get 8 yards off a quick scramble. That was a good pass. Okay. Oh, wide open. And again, right? When the plays are open, can they make it? That was a little bit behind the receiver. Way to get loose. Oh, and that there, see, he's still upright and he needs to be able to get down sooner. Bad pass. That was a bad pass. Good play out to the outside. And you can see right away that like the circumstances are different. Like even the level, like how the pressure is getting back in the backfield a lot sooner, and it's forcing him to like make decisions quicker. This is what you want to see. Like, you want to see how they handle that. The cornerbacks are a lot closer on the receivers. But again, like his ability to make plays with his legs and get 25, 30 yards off a scramble is what you're going to need at the next level. And that was hard to see, like if that was on the receiver and they got tipped at the line. So, and of course, see, like that. This is what I'm talking about. It's not there. He feels the pressure. He tries to run up the seam. and takes a terrible hit. So we've at least seen 5 hits that Jayden Daniels has taken in the past like just these 2 games. They're like, that's way too many. That's way too many. And like, does the good outweigh the bad? His ability to like get down the field and run for 20 yards or 40 yards, the threat of that, does that outweigh him taking these hits? In my opinion, it does not. If this is going to be a systemic problem with him, then you're gonna. I don't know if you want to take that chance. If it's going to be systemic, like I think that you can teach him to get down and protect himself a little bit more. Sometimes, like just when you get to the next level and Bama's just hit harder, like you just and I'm not trying to get hit like that. Um, you know, but he's taking way too many hits. For with all the good that he's doing, he's taking way too many hits, and so but still, like those are good NFL level throws across the field. He's making quick reads. That was behind the receiver. And Alabama's doing a good job of like disrupting the front and getting their hands up and like he scored a touchdown. Do you want to take that away from him? Like, because he stayed upright, you just need him to get down. Like he's out of the pocket, he's running, get down. But again, right? You again for 20 additional yards, he took another vicious hit. But you're like, you're looking at it like, well, he got 20 extra yards before he took that hit. Like, do you want that at the next level? Not if he's not going to be available. The best ability for players in NFL is availability. And if he's not going to be available because he's trying to get 20 extra yards and getting his wig skedaddled in the field, it's not going to be a good look. But just because this doesn't mean I'm just going like, okay, well, we're just going to go with Drake May because we worried about him. Like, he's still dynamic. Can you harness that athleticism into a way where he's protecting himself? That's the question. And I personally think you can. But again, right? Look, like he needs to just go down or get out of bounds. It's a good pass through the defense. Another good pass underneath. Pass to the outside. It's bottled up. It's not there. He runs. And again, like, got to get out of bounds. Don't take unnecessary hits. That's a good throw to the outside. I mean, placement was there. Like, again, you can't take those hits at the next level. I know you're trying to get to the sticks. You just can't do it. And I mean, and that's, again, another vicious hit, him running. But if you're the Washington Commanders at number 2, you need someone who has these type of abilities to get away from pressure. We know all the issues that the offensive line has and what they're dealing with. And so if you got a guy who can get away from pressure, you have to take him. 3rd and 17. And they, just conceding. That's the thing, like, that's a tip ball at the line. Throws off his back foot and didn't like that throw. So, I mean, there you have it. You got the Jayden Daniels tape. We saw some good. We saw some bad. All in all, people, like, looking at the tape, right? This is what's very, very apparent. One, he make all the NFL throws. That's one. He make all the NFL throws. And he can make it with placement. Okay. 2, he's dynamic. He can break out of the pressure. He can get out from the pocket. He can get turned, a 5-yard scramble into 35, 40-yard scramble. And he can put pressure on your defense that way with his legs. As far as his read and progressions, very sound. Looks like he has quick processing speed to get the football out to receivers, and the LSU offense is a pro style offense. So I'm thinking, like, does it translate? And the answer is yes. His greatest knock, or the greatest deficiency I see in this game, is that he runs uprightly and that he takes too many unnecessary hits. That's it. He runs too upright. He needs to run in a more protective fashion. Once you get the first down and you move the chains, you need to just get down, unless it's just there. And that's what you deal with Lamar. Like, I mean, I think those comparisons are fair, but Lamar, like, sometimes when he breaks the pocket, he's he can just turn 20 into 60 yards in a heartbeat. But they've spent a lot of time working with him to get him to get down and not take hits, and since his rookie year. And you're gonna definitely have to do that with Jayden Daniels, for sure. For sure. So but that aside, he's special. That aside, he's special. And he's much, much better at throwing the football than Lamar Jackson was coming out of college. Much better. Much better. He to me, he's like a CJ Stroud, Lamar Jackson. He's fat. CJ Stroud doesn't run, but he runs like a Lamar, but he has arm talent like CJ Stroud. And if that guy's available, that's the guy I'm going with. Period. Period. It's not even close. It has nothing to do with race or color or anything. That it's just, we just looked at the tape. He's better. He's just better. He's better. He's better. So, and if you gotta, I feel like if you have to, like, try to, like, make excuses for why someone is not as good. I mean, we're talking about the Heisman Trophy winner here, and you're trying to make excuses for why someone isn't. For those of the Drake May enthusiasts and fans, it is like, Drake May, if he had this, and if he had that, and if he had, like, that's life, people. That's life. Like, we're not changing the circumstances, because the circumstances are what they are. They are what they are. If again, I said it in the other video, Drake May had a chance to go to Alabama. If he went to Alabama instead of UNC, might be a different conversation, right? We might be talking about, like, yeah, Drake May is the best guys we've seen since Andrew Luck or whatever, based upon what his production would have been at Alabama in those circumstances, right? But he went to UNC. He chose to go to UNC. And when you choose to make that decision, right, there are things that come along with it, right? You don't play the highest level of competition, and that impacts how you're viewed. And I mean, we've talked about it, like, with HBCUs, and, like, guys who got on HBCUs and not really getting the same level of, like, notoriety or fanfare because they've been at HBCUs. For those who don't know, historically Black college and universities, but because they're just not looked at, because they're not playing the Alabamas, the LSUs, the highest level competition. And so because of that, you're not going to grade them the same way, no matter how talented they may be. Just not going to get graded the same way. So, that's where we are here with Drake May and Jayden Daniels. And if I'm at 2 and the Washington Commanders are on the clock, yes, I'm concerned about Jayden Daniels and his running up rightly and having to get down and protect himself. Yes, I'm concerned about that. But that does not stop me from drafting him number 2 over Drake May. The arm talent is better. The athleticism is better. His dynamic ability is better, right? And that's it. We're just going by football, people. There's nothing else involved. It's just football. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. You don't think he's the guy? You can give me your insight. Say what you want about the analysis. I try to do a little more for this video, just because I read the comments. I check out the comments, and I appreciate the comments. Subscribe to the channel, put comments, and I appreciate them, because I read through them. I respond to the comments. We here. Follow us at OSS 980 on IG. That's the tag, OSS 980 at Other Side of Sports. And it's your boy Law signing out. Peace.